Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PWOLIIS English YouTube channel. Please confirm whether the audio and video is clear. Suman Saini Jahend, UPSC aspirant. Hello. Nirupama, I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking. All right. Related to current affairs, you have a doubt. Okay, not now, Ritik. Later, I may take it. Vanakkam, Manoj. Mohammad Afan. Just another minute, people. Zoya, good evening. Prashant. Follower, don't be follower, man. Just attend my class and get ahead with your life. Anjali Patak, Diya Chaudhary, Unesh Kumar, Konika Das. All right. So once again, welcome to you all. So this session here, as again, for all of my students who are part of the current affair batch, current affairs will be held today at 8:30 p.m. Okay. So this basically is to discuss some things here, especially for example, my mistakes and limitations, which I keep getting as a question, like why you didn't clear, etc. I keep getting it. So I will address these questions first. And along with that, let me just tell you one more thing. The Pratigya Divas offer has been extended. So those of you who are yet to take a call, please discuss it with your family and take a decision as fast as possible. Because I've told earlier also, preparation, when you're able to do it without actually spending a lot of money, but you're able to get the quality classes, that is the best thing that ever that is possible. And PW brings you plenty of batches here at very affordable, very reasonable rates, but great quality classes. So discuss it with your family and take a call. All right, people. But before, again, let us come back to this. My mistakes and limitations. Number one, obviously, the expensive coaching fees. Now, I'm not going to name the academy, but then I too went to Delhi for my coaching. Needless to say, that is the money that I spent just for accommodation. If I see, in like 14 months I stayed there. 14 months I stayed there. And at that point of time, 14 into 15,000 rent, if you calculate, that is in a year, that is easily more than 1,50,000. Got the point? That's easy. Okay, maybe 1,80,000. Correct. So this is, or okay, 1,70,000 maybe. Okay, whatever. This much you're spending on just rent alone. Then the food is separate, the coaching material, the coaching academies fees, the GS separate, GS is separate, CSAT is separate, optional is separate. Mains test series is separate, prelims test series is separate. In this GS, CSAT, optional, you don't get even one mock test also. Everything is separate. That is in Delhi, one thing is, you touch something, you pay for it. Absolutely, there are nothing is free. You want it, you pay for it. So that was one major thing. So always that thought used to be there, oh my god, this much, so expensive. Hardly you will get maybe 10 tests, etc. For which again you had to pay anywhere between 20 to 25,000 rupees as the fees you had to pay. The next thing is guidance. Now guidance, I'm not denying Delhi had quality teachers. That I will not deny. Even today I will say Delhi has good teachers. But the problem is that after the class is over, easily you will have some 50 students or 30 to 40 students hovering around the faculty, and the faculty will hardly have 5 or 10 minutes before the next class. So by the time you reach there, you want to ask your question, the faculty would have already moved on to the next batch. And it was simply not possible at that point of time to get a mentor or even to get your doubt cleared. So you will linger with your doubt. You will be like, what is this? Now, how to deal with this? How to understand this? Because in our zamana, again, I can't believe I'm using that term, in our times. But yeah, the reality is that back in 2011-12, internet was a luxury. So for 1 GB data, where the loading or the latency rate itself, if you take, was so slow that you will have to wait like forever just to get one information, and sometimes the information won't be trustworthy. The next thing was the basics part. From day one, the classes used to start. Directly you are exposed to, constitution, articles, this, that, etc. And you wonder like, okay, what are these things? You might have heard of one or two things back in your school days, but schooling, what do? We study, we by heart things, we vomit it in the exam, we forget everything, we move on to the next class. So everything is very hazy. History, geography, polity, economics, no way, because I was a engineering student. So economics was like totally a new subject for me. So the basics part always remained unclear, and they straight away threw us into all these technical words. And now the students are left to fend for themselves. That is, you should find out, you should go pick up a textbook, you should sit and find out what are the basics, then connect it with the content given in the classroom, then analyze the PYQs, and then find out, okay, what is important and what is not, which will easily cost you 1 or 2 attempts aram se. That is the reality. Easily it will cost you. But when it happens from Delhi, that is, if the foundation students don't clear, okay, no questions will be asked because it is Delhi. But if it is our students, then immediately people will ask, why from your foundation nobody cleared? Makes sense also, because the reason is that we are offering everything. We are offering everything from the basics, still why students are not clearing? 50-50, I would say. Yeah, partly you can blame us. You can blame us, oh, we didn't do it properly. But partly the student is also to blame, for the simple reason that how they behaved on the day of the exam matters. That is the other mistake which I did. I kept on listening to random people who used to tell me, okay, in prelims you should attempt 60 to 70% of the questions. That is anywhere between, sorry, not 60 to 70%. The first time when I went to write the prelims, I remember still somebody told me, you should attempt more than 90 questions. That's the other issue. So you randomly hear all these thought process, etc., where you are easily influenced by it. Even today, one of the very big challenge that as a faculty that I face is, even after telling people 1,000 times that attempt only what you know, take only calculated risks, on that day of the exam, even after telling this multiple times, I'm surprised. Many students, when they say, sir, I scored this much, etc., I didn't clear prelims, I asked them, like, what do you think went wrong? Sir, I unnecessarily attempted more questions. If I had attempted less, I would have cleared. I'm like, why did you attempt? Sir, at that point, I felt like attempting. Now, we cannot stop that. As faculties, we cannot actually go there and tell them, okay, don't attempt this question. I wish we could have done that. Somewhere that pressure is there, oh, for 40 questions is not sufficient, 50 at least we should attempt. That pressure is there because of the peers or whatever, and that forces them to attempt too many questions, and that actually affects them. Basic day-to-day use material. That means, again, like I told you, the material part was actually the crazy part, because directly when you are thrown into technical terms of a subject, you actually wonder, okay, is this sufficient? Should we go for any extra reading, etc.? Because friends will say something, because they are also attending other academies. Teachers will say another thing. What should we listen to? This is always an issue. Getting the point here. Now the Pratikya Divas offers again, why we have extended it is only because these errors shouldn't be repeated. So that you can start it where it really matters. If you're taking a 2-year time, etc., you take it up very slowly. One by one, you start covering things, and you know what material to refer, what shouldn't be referred. And most importantly, you don't have to burn a hole in your pocket. I'm not telling that I know in India where people are sometimes, especially in Noida, we saw the workers' protests where people are hardly paid 10,000 rupees per month. I understand for some people even now the some of our course fees may find it expensive. I agree with that. But overall, from the country's perspective, if you see, this is one of the most affordable batches out there. And right now, because we are having these offers going on, I would tell you this is your last and final chance to prepare for UPSC without actually burning a hole in your pocket. So we do have two courses right now where for Titan 1 year 8,999 is the fees owing to Pratika Divas offer, and for Pinnacle, which is 2 year, we have 10,999 as a limited period offer it is. The features of the classes will include GS and CSAT, daily prelims plus mains questions, answer writing classes, class notes, doubt solving, weekly current affairs classes. This is available right now. Take it up. As you can clearly see, classes in the live also it will be there. It will be recorded also. You will daily get a prelims practice question and a mains practice question. Answer writing classes also will be there. Your doubts will be solved. Class notes, yes, will be available in the PDF format, but please write it down. Difference between an online and an offline class, or where offline class has an edge over online classes, in an offline class, students have the habit of making running notes as the faculty dictates. Make it a habit of writing daily, because otherwise you are never going to find the time to clear or complete your mains paper. Now with the set of students that I am mentoring, almost everyone had cleared prelims earlier and none of them cleared mains. And I asked them what was the reason. Believe it or not, all the 5 of them told me only the same thing. Sir, we couldn't finish it on time. We ended up skipping at least 5 questions or 4 questions from each paper. 5 questions or 4 questions towards the end means we are looking at 15 mark questions. 15 into 4, 60. 15 into 5, 75. Like that, if you keep adding for each GS paper and optional paper, do you understand what is going to be the impact there? Essay paper, they were not able to complete. They only wrote one essay. The second essay, they were unable to complete. All of this will affect the performance. So ensure that you're taking down the notes properly. The Pinnacle batch will be starting from 29, that is this Monday. Now, this is just normal, whatever we are going to give you. In addition to that, if you take it along with Select 360, you will have to pay 14,999. I know it is extra money, but what are you paying extra for? Nischay batch will be there, a batch which will be taken by UPSC toppers. 1-to-1 mentorship you get. 22 UPSC Wala books, hard copies you get. Answer writing plus evaluation, personalized it will be. Test series will be there. UPSC Khazana will be there. UPSC Khazana means, let us say now you are not able to follow the language or maybe the tone of a particular faculty of the subject. You can go to UPSC Khazana and find which other faculties are there who have taken the same subject. And you can continue your preparation from there. Then you have NCRT recorded lectures. This entire thing you will be able to get. Same thing in the Pinnacle, but it will be for 17,999. That's it. See, Pinnacle and Title, the only difference is it's a 2-year thing. Pinnacle will be a little more slow and gradual. So you need not be like rush through it. Titan batch, I would recommend for all of those people who are ready, who are into literally, like full-time aspirants. They have resigned their job. For them, it is a do or die situation. Now they have to crack it in 2027, no other go. They have decided to give 24/7 preparation for UPSC. I would suggest this. But if you're doubtful what to go for, I would suggest, okay, pay 17,999 and go for Pinnacle. So that you can do it a little more, slowly, gradually. And in 2 years' time, write all your answers, the PYQs, etc. And then crack it in a single go. Clear? Select 360. Now, considering that many a times you would have seen me telling that, please have a backup plan. If your first attempt is over, please go for a plan B, go for a plan B. I have always been telling it to people. And the reason is very simple. See, after your first attempt, basically, there is nothing new left to study in UPSC other than current affairs. Let us all accept this one simple fact. Kuch naya bacha nahi hai. It is all the same thing. It is again revision, revision, revision. But to do revision, is it necessary that again you spend one whole year for it? Because what happens is, if you have genuinely, that is very sincerely, you prepared and you didn't clear the prelims, you shouldn't blame yourself, number one. Number two, when you revisit the same topics, you will feel, Array, I have studied this already. That is when you will feel it is too monotonous, because that freshness is gone. Now nothing surprises you. Ancient history or the articles of polity or the concepts in geography and environment, none of this surprises you. So it is important that you keep it towards the side and move on with your life. So to help you to move on with your life, under Select 360 Pro, we have what features? PWOLI's officers bracket, Plan B preparation recorded. You will have recorded lectures available of UPSC, Central Armed Police Forces, NABARD exam, EPFO, RBI grade B, PW, PI, OTT, which is basically like an OTT platform where you will find many courses available there. You can take it up, you can enhance your skills, and please move on with your life while parallelly doing the revision of UPSC related content which you have with you already, because you have taken down the notes or you have taken the printout of the PDF what we gave you. It is there with you. You can move on with your life. So if I were to prepare, let us say today, that is today I am, let us say now 23 or 24 years old. If I had to prepare, I would straight away go for this. If I had only 1 year with me, or I will go for this if I had time with me. Now I did take time. I did not straight away give my attempt in 2012. Even though I had done my preparation in 2011, I gave my first attempt in 2013 because I wanted to prepare for mains, etc. But as luck would have it, in 2013 they had changed the pattern. By 19 marks, I couldn't get into the mains that time. Sorry, the interview board that time. And the last time when I in the interview, and when I went to the interview also, again by 19 marks, I couldn't enter into the final list. That is my story. So today, if I had to do something, I would straight away take up this one single 21,999. I would take up this. I would take up this because my backup plan is also ready. I did not search for any content or material separately. Everything is available with me. I will ensure that these classes or these notes I prepare on the side, because 2 years time is there. So I do that preparation also on the side. And just because, let me tell you, we have given you only limited options here, in the sense 1, 2, 3, 4 exams preparation. But you prepare those 4 exams, let me tell you, it will actually create a very strong foundation for, be it SSC CGL, SSC CHSL, SSC MTS, or railways, banking, state services. For all these exams, your foundation will become very, very strong. Because NCERT recorded lectures are also there, and you all know from NCERT, questions are usually asked, especially for other exams. UPSC also it asks, but in other exams, its importance is like very, very high. So like I told you, the ultimate aim of PW, if you really ask, it is to basically make you successful individuals in life, human beings in life. Not that because of one exam you get stuck totally and you are like, you become some, what is it, Chanse, Tuteko is Sapana, some Ashik or Devdas for UPSC. We don't want that. We meet you next time 2 years or 3 years down the line. We want you to see us officers, maybe working with the railways, maybe working in banking sector, maybe with RBI, NABARD, whatever. I had the good fortune of actually meeting a guy in Delhi airport. And I was pleasantly surprised to know that he too used to follow my classes apparently. I'm not telling that he cleared because of me. That I'm never going to claim. Okay. I'm just telling he used to follow my classes and follow my shots. And just asked him, okay, where are you headed to? So he told me he's headed to Chennai for his training. And he has got selected into RBI grade B. I felt very happy. So I asked him, are you preparing for UPSC? He said, yes, I'm preparing for UPSC. But I cracked RBI. So I'm going to take up the job and then I will do my preparation parallelly. That is what makes me at least happy. In Delhi, when I was doing my coaching, I remember most of the academies, wherever I went, I'm not going to name them again. Most of the academies, wherever I went, they used to actually deter me, prevent me from preparing for other exams. And always the lie that they used to sell was, when you can become a senior, then why you want to work as a junior? Their point was, when you can become IPS, IAS, where you will be the boss, why you want to work as, under state service or just work under banking, all that. And you will also feel, yeah, it's true. I am meant for bigger things and better things in life. I don't want to do this, chote chote kaam. You will also end up believing in that lie. As I've said earlier, first crack the exam, see whether you are able to crack these exams, then your confidence will build. Once you crack it, then decide whether you will go for it or not. Before even applying for it, don't take the call that these are all very low level jobs. It is not meant for me. I'm only meant for Indian Foreign Service, Indian Administrative Service, or Indian Police Service. Don't do that blunder. Got the point? This is what you should be doing. Moving forward. So UPSC Praram 2029, pre plus mains plus interview. At now we have 27,000 rupees total price, if you see, with 1 year additional validity. It is available in the English and Hindi batch. That means your validity is available till 2030. Features are, in the first year, we'll be covering UPSC basics with NCERT and GS concepts. And in the second year, we have advanced CSAT preparation along with GS concept and answer writing practice. Third year, it will be optional foundation and rigorous practice and revision. This is the perfect batch for those students who are entering into their first year of college. So some people had reached out to me, so what about if I am second year student, if I am third year student? See, even if that is the case, if you are ready to put in, you have the time, you are like, no, it is okay, I will take 2-year break or 3-year break and I want to do, fine, you can go for Praramp 2029. Purpose of this is basically for all those students who are just entering college and you are feeling like, I would like to do UPSC on a parallel level. I would suggest go for this. Best thing will be what? You, best case scenario, at the end of 3 years, once your degree is over, you give the attempt, you crack it, you go ahead. Okay, what if you don't clear? Still, what is the advantage? Course is over, materials are available with you, just do the revision, you sit for the placement, apply for a private job or whatever, get into a job and parallelly do the revision. You don't actually have to take a drop after your college is over. In this era of AI, even if you have a 6-month gap, that is after your college, you had a 6-month drop or 1 year, you didn't work anywhere, it is not going to look good in your resume. So in your resume, if you want to ensure that within 2 or 3 months or within 6 months of passing out, you got into a job and parallelly you're doing UPSC preparation, don't tell it to anybody, but don't tell it to any company that I'm parallelly doing UPSC preparation. Don't reveal it to anybody. But I would say that is the best thing to do, because you will be financially independent, plus you are pursuing your dream. Whatever dream you want to pursue, let me tell you, financially being independent is very, very important. And the Select 360 Pro main purpose is that to ensure that in your UPSC journey, you take care of not only yourself, but also your family, and you're able to maintain your UPSC dreams. That is the main purpose there. Because if you're planning to go for each one of this, that is be it CAPF, or be it EPFO, or be it NABARD, or RBI, if you plan to go for a separate coaching for it, my intelligent guess is minimum you will have to shell out 5,000 rupees per exam. Here you don't have to do that. That much money you don't have to spend here. So Select 360 Pro, if you take along with mentorship, etc., you are getting additional benefit of preparing for other exams, which by default will become your plan B. Okay, worst case scenario again, you didn't crack. All your attempts of UPSC is over. You couldn't clear UPSC. In six attempts got over or 8 attempts got over, depending upon what category you are from. Minimum, what will be the thing? Whatever promotions you have to get, that you would have got. Whatever increment you should have got as a government servant, as a CAPF officer, or meet as a NABARD officer or an RBI grade B officer, all of that you would have got. Best to best case scenario, you will have a good solid bank balance. You can start your life, you can support your family. In India, let me tell you, once you crack any government exam, the family life will change 180 degree. Like how that famous memes is, ekdam se jazbaat badal gaya, halat badal gaya. It is exactly that. So that is why I am insisting on this. taking it further forward. So UPSC optional batch is available for for those of you are giving their attempt in 2027 at the price of 10,000. Now this again 10,000, it is available in the English batch largely, anthropology, sociology, PSIR. It is not all the, it's actually largely in English. Some are there in Hindi. Anthropology, sociology, PSIR, geography, history, mathematics, public administration, and Hindi Sahitya. These are the subjects what we are offering currently. I know many students have been placing requests for commerce, some have been placing requests for agriculture, etc. PW is aware of it. We are even in discussions, but as of now, we cannot promise you anything. These are the optionals available. Let me tell you, if you are very clueless also, it is perfectly fine. Maybe you can always choose options like sociology, anthropology, PSIR, geography, public administration, even history for that matter. Because mathematics, again, you should have a very strong interest towards it. But if you're pretty clueless, you don't know what to pick, any one of these subjects you can pick. You need not have any background in it. You need not know anything in advance before sitting in the class. The faculties will take care of it. Approach to prelims GS. So now for those people who are actually planning to do self-preparation. So self-preparation, let me tell you, conventionally what we do in school and colleges, we will study the content first and then we will go through the mocks or the previous year questions. This is how we have been doing in 10th, 12th, maybe entrance exams, or even for that matter in graduation, everything. But in UPSC, let me tell you, you don't have to be an expert. If you have 50% marks, you are in top 10 or top 20 ranks. That is the reality. So for that, what you need to do, you need to know some topics properly, really well. You should know why it is important. You should know like what is its importance or significance and how to connect it and correlate it. If you have that clarity, then it is easy for you to understand everything. So for that, again, what I would suggest is analyze the previous year question paper first. That's the first and foremost thing to do. Analyze the previous year questions first. Make a topic-wise analysis. Okay, this particular topic has appeared this many times. And then, if possible, give daily tests. If it is not possible, also it is fine. But first find the PYQs, get a list of those topics, start studying them. That itself will give you a clarity as to which are the most important topics. So once you cover those topics first, now what is remaining? Maybe a few chapters are remaining where not even a single question has come in the last so many years. Let us say from 2013, not a single question has come from those topics. Then what do? One holistic reading of the book. That's standard book. One holistic reading you do and you cover it once and for all. What about CSAT? CSAT, only one thing to do. If you're somebody who is weak in maths, you should practice maths every day. If you're somebody who is weak in English, you should practice that every day. At least 2 hours. I would preferably tell you, devote 2 to 4 or 2 to 5. This time period, I want you to devote exclusively for CSAT. Why this time period itself? Because your CSAT paper is in the afternoon. That is the reason. That same time, you have to sit and prepare it. You have to get used to that particular thing. I know now most of the time, even when I was taking classes in offline, some students were like, sir, afternoon I cannot sit and study. Afternoon I'm used to sleeping. Afternoon I cannot sit and study. I cannot sit in the class. I need to sleep that time. I seriously wonder how these students are actually going to sit for CSAT class, or they are going to sit for the GS2 mains paper, GS4 mains paper, optional paper 2. Please understand, you want to sleep in the night properly. Don't make the habit of taking this afternoon nap. Afternoon nap, if you want to do, which I have seen people doing, even after their morning GS paper, I have seen people taking nap. Take it between 12 to 1. 12 to 1 should be your nap period. You take your lunch, take a short nap, then get back. But after 2, you are not going to take any nap. You are going to study. You will follow that same UPSC routine. What time is the exam? That time you are supposed to be alert. Only if you practice that. I would suggest you even go one more step ahead. When you're doing your CSAT, etc., occasionally switch off the fan also. Keep it a little warm and hot. The reason being that when you do CSAT paper, sometimes, most 99% of the times, there will not be any electricity in that particular school or college, wherever you have your center. Make it a habit. Only if you train yourself for the battle, keep the same, almost the same environmental conditions also, you will be prepared for the war. Approach to GS 1, 2, 3, 4 and essay. Now, approach to GS 1, 2, 3, 4 and essay. If you are somebody who is again now thinking, now what to do? Should I start prelims preparation? No. What I would suggest to you, so June is practically over. So let us say from July 1. From July 1 to November 30, you are going to do PYQs from 2013 answer writing. This is what you will do. How? Topic wise again. Topic wise, when you start doing, you will see that there are certain topics which are repeated. Then there will be some topic, maybe once only they have asked, after that they have never asked it. Some topics will be there, some questions will be there, which have come basically because that year it was there in current affairs. So just keep a lookout for these things. These are exceptional cases, but otherwise, if you ask me, 70 to 80% of the topics in UPSC mains paper are repeated. Make no doubt about it. Clear? Learn from current affair real life examples. So when you are writing the previous year questions also, what you are going to do is you will use data. So the question could be from 2013, but you will be using the latest data from anywhere between 2025 to 2026. Writing practice and reading good content. That is very, very important. So when you take good content, what I mean is, please ensure that you're not actually taking, now you're taking PW's content, I can vouch for that. But any other academy's content, I will not actually ask you to go for it. I have a policy for this again, and that is very simple. You Google it. So this is the Google bar. You put the content there. AI, all, news, images, like this things will be there. And generally whatever content you type in over here, it will come under all, where there will be a short summary given by Gemini, and then they will give you the links of the articles. What you will straight away do is you will click on news, and here you will have 3 dots. Click on the 3 dots. It will actually give you something called advanced search. In that advanced search, you can give specific keywords. You can give date, that I want news articles only between these 2 dates. What will happen? You will get a very refined content. Now in that same thing, like for example, now if I want to know something about the health sector in India, health, India, what I will do is I will write the Hindu. Now what will happen? All the news articles that appeared in the Hindu in last 1 year, where they had reported on the health condition of India, the condition of the health sector in India, I will get all the link. I'll pull out a few, collect the data, which state is doing well in health sector, which state is not doing so great. Overall, what is the analysis of the health sector in India? I will take out all the data from there. Plus, I will also try to find out what are the various famous central sector schemes and state schemes that will actually help in improving, that has been implemented to improve the health conditions in India. Because only talking about the problem in your answer is not sufficient. If you are an IAS officer, you will give, okay, health sector in India, what is the reality? What percentage of GDP is spent by the states? What percentage of GDP is spent by the center? What are the issues? What is the solution for this? You will never give your personal solution. Instead, you will give what are the central schemes and state schemes that have been implemented to rectify it. This is how it is done. Moving on. Approach to the optional, experienced faculty and timely syllabus completion. These are the 2 things that you should ensure. At PW, we will ensure that your syllabus, etc. are completed on time. But I'm telling you, if you're planning to prepare by yourself, all right, again, you are going to do solo preparation. What is the rule again? PYQ analysis. To 2013 to 2025, if you take, you will find out there are a set of topics that are always repeated in your optional subject. You will focus on those topics first. based on the frequency again. If that has been asked maximum number of times, you will go in depth in it. If the topic has been asked only once, you will prepare only 1 or 2 pages of it. So the idea I will tell you how to prepare. So let us say now, if I'm talking about my subject, public administration, the most important topic or thinker is Max Weber, bureaucracy, civil services. These are all interrelated. Okay. Together, if I start counting how many questions have come on this, that will easily cross some 14 or 15, because this topic is there in paper 1 as well as paper 2. So maximum how many pages answer should I prepare? Matters, correct? So if you look at the weightages also, for optional it is 10, 15, 20. 20 marker when you say, we are talking about at least 4 to 5 pages. So for this topic, what I will do is I'll definitely prepare anywhere between 6 to 7 pages. I will prepare the content. Why? 6 to 7, if it is there only, you will be able to study 5, remember 4, maybe write 3, based on the demand of the question. This is the way to do it. Let us say a topic in from 2013 to 2025, only once it has appeared. Say for example, a question on Woodrow Wilson, father of public administration, but only once the question has come. So what do? I will maximum prepare a 10 mark, a 2-page answer only. I will not go beyond that. The smart work which you would have always heard about UPSC, from UPSC toppers or other aspirants or academies. The smart work means what? Effort on those topics which have been repeated. Lesser efforts on those topics which have been asked only once, maximum twice. That is what it is. You shouldn't do the same, you should put in same amount of hard work for every topic. That is very, very important. Arish Rashid. See, Arish Rashid, again, let me tell you, we will do our job properly. If you follow our instructions properly, correctly attend the classes, follow every test and every detailing that we give, I can assure you, you will reach the interview board. That much I can promise you. Because interview board, again, how you will answer things there, which type of board you will get, that is not in our control. Prelims and mains you will clear. That much I can guarantee you. If you follow all the instructions given by the faculty, in between you shouldn't deviate. The faculty is telling do this, you will do it. If you are asking you to write this answer, you will write it. If you are asking you to improve something, you should improve. In between, you shouldn't tell, no, another faculty from another academy told me this, or my parents told me that, my uncle told me this, this topper had said this, nothing doing. You will follow our instructions to a perfect T. Because too many cooks will spoil the broth. That is how the adage goes. Again, so it means again only one thing. When you are under our mentorship and guidance, you will only follow us. Don't try to take advices from too many quarters. It will only ruin your career as well as your attempt. Ideal daily routine, 1 to 2 classes will be there a day, and you will have enough time to revise. Even be it in Pinnacle batch or Praram batch also, you will have this. Same thing what you should do with your preparation also. Minimum you should take up at least 2 subjects per day. 2 subjects per day. You should be ready to put at least 2 hours per subject. That means a total of 4 hours. Then revise it. Spend some time with the newspaper. This much you should also do if you're doing self-preparation. For the people who are doing self-preparation, let me tell you, the biggest risk and challenge is you cannot take a day off. Because you are the faculty there. Faculties don't have the luxury to take a day off. When you are under our guidance, one advantage is what? Maybe you can skip it today. Oh, I have this engagement, or in college, this much of work is there, or in my, where I'm working, the company where I'm working today, something special is there. So I won't be able to attend the class, but you will have the luxury of what? You will have the recorded classes, access will be there. But when you're doing self-preparation, what is the biggest challenge there? You are unwell. As a student, you can skip it. But the faculty has to sit and prepare. One day, if you take one day, let it go like that, then one day will become 2 day, 2 day will become 3rd day. By the end of 1 week, you will not even feel like opening your book. In fact, I will tell you, more than the risks of Delhi expensive coaching centers or expensive PGs, the biggest risk and threat today is this over optimism that people has placed on self-preparation. Self-preparation is only possible, when you are financially, number one, well off. Number two, you have a rock solid, you had a rock solid education. Rock solid education, what I'm telling to tell is, good schools, good colleges. Yes, I know. Now somebody will come, no, but one fellow from Gujarat or one fellow from Assam, one auto driver's son, one this person. See, citing one individual case, we cannot say that that is the norm. Understand very, very clearly. This exam is becoming tougher and tougher for one reason only. The competition is very, very high. So if you can actually afford it, I would tell you, please go for coaching. Otherwise, it is very hectic in the sense that you have to be having a very high level of discipline to crack it through self-preparation. Importance of Plan B, central exams like NABARD, EPF4, RBI Grade B, CAPF. Now, I especially started my Plan B preparation only after my fourth attempt got over. Till then, it was like, no, one more attempt. But after basically your fourth attempt, etc., suddenly it will hit you. You are no more young. You are almost now on the other side of 20s. You are no more less than 25. You're approaching 30s now. Slowly. And it's a very cruel realization, because when you are in the initial days of preparation, all the actors who are there, the new actors who come or the new cricketers who come, they'll be all in and around your age group. Early 20s, just 19, just 20, like that. Slowly, after each attempt, what happens is now you will start seeing that the new set of actors, the new set of cricketers, etc., they are younger than you. Your age group people are now getting old. Your friends are got married. They are having kids. They are talking about taking a bank loan or a car loan. And you are still waiting for that money, that monthly money that your parents will send into your account. So it is very, very important that if things don't go well, don't wait for your fourth or fifth attempt. First attempt, if it is given properly means you have made all the notes, you have done answer writing, everything. First attempt didn't work out, immediately switch your gears, start preparing for Plan B. Rishikesh, the strategy is this. From July to November, you're going to do the previous year question papers of mains. You're going to write the answers of it. GS 1, 2, 3, 4 and essay. How to start, all that, please. How to start, what is the best strategy for writing answers? What is the best shortcut for this? What is the tip for it? See what is the question, see what is the topic, Google about it, find about it from the news like how I told you, and just start writing. Just start. Best answers won't come from day one. Answer, more you write your answers, then you will see the change. So start from day one, that's it. Channa Basava Patil, you can do that based on, you look at your date of birth. I think you can give your attempt in 2029. So what I would suggest you is to take Praram 2029, English. Tejas Sinha. Tejas, I would suggest you clear your chartered accountancy first. CA is not an easy exam. Clear that first, then you move on. Or at the minimum, no, you clear it. If possible, you go for internship somewhere, because I think if you're in the finalist stage and all, some job or the other you will be able to get at where you are getting 20,000-30,000 or whatever. Join the job, etc. You clear your CA first. Or if you're happy with that job, etc., you're feeling, no, CA mein baad mein kar lunga, now this is enough, this job is paying me well, etc., then take up one of the courses here. Because while you're a working professional, again, doing self-preparation is not so easy. When you have all the content and a roadmap prepared for you, that will be better. Pinnacle 2028, 10,999 for 2028. Once again, 2 year. The features are GS and CSET classes, daily prelims plus mains, answer writing classes, class notes, doubt solving, weekly current affairs classes. If with Select 360, you will have to pay 17,999, where you will get Nishchay batch, 1-to-1 mentorship. 22 UPSC Wala books, answer writing with evaluation, test series, UPSC Khazana, NCRT recorded lectures. But if you ask me, Select 360 Pro is your best bet, because at 21,999, you get, in addition to whatever I told you, that is the mentorship, all these features. In addition to these features, you get these features also, where plan B is also there with you. So for 21,999, if you really ask me, you're preparing for UPSC, you're preparing for CAPF, you're preparing for NABARD, you are preparing for EPFO, you are preparing for RBI grade B, plus you get access to the whatever skill set courses, etc. if you are looking for. So if you counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things at 21,999. I would say this is your best bet, especially for those people who are doing this distance education learning, because for them it is like, no, I only want a government job, I don't care about my college. For all those people, I would suggest this is your best bet, because UPSC or no UPSC, at the end of 3 years, you're going to crack one or the other exam, and that will ensure you that you are becoming a government employee by 2029 or 2030 latest. Now let us see the faculties again. Abhishek sir will be handling history. I'll be handling polity and governance. Harpreet sir will be handling geography. Ranchan Kaul sir will be handling economy. Manjeet sir science and technology, and Shruti ma'am will be handling ethics. All right, people. So this is what it is. Arish Rashid, if you are doing your MBBS, again, if you are able to put in 3 years, the same point I will tell you, please take a Praram 2029. That way, in the first year at least, you will only have 3 hours of class. We have already started the classes also, just it has started, only 1 week is over. So we have the classes scheduled like this. 5 to 6:30 is one class, and the next class is 7 to 8:30. That means in your first year, you will only have 3-hour sessions, and that too we are starting with NCERT. It is slow and very gradual. There is no rushing. In fact, when you sit in my class also, you will feel I'm going very slow. I'm talking about general things also along with polity, because a holistic understanding along with NCERT preparation is the target. So this is what I would suggest you. That is all, Sanjay, you have to do. Keep reading it. After 2, like I told you, first start, if you're planning to do self-preparation, start by analyzing the previous year questions, prelims as well as mains. Segregate them topic-wise. Very good, Kamlesh. Okay. I am not going, you will never hear from my mouth telling that I made somebody IAS. Because look at the reality of it, right? I mean, think about it, na. I would have maybe contributed only one subject, just let's say current affairs. I would have contributed in current affairs, he or she would have attended my class. But look at the syllabus. GS 1 to 4, optional, essay, then interview. इसमें करंट अफेयर एक हिस्सा है. I agree. Current affair is a component which is important for all the 4 subjects. Many of them have told me also, sir, your current affairs and the way you were teaching, that actually, that mindset or that mentality helped us to crack the questions even in the interview. I will be like, okay, thank you. But I know myself as a lecturer, if you ask me, current affairs alone made them IAS officer or IPS officer? Absolute nonsense. No way. I helped them in current affair. They helped themselves in GS 1 to 4 optional essay interview. If I say, because of my current affair they did, then imagine the faculties who taught all these subjects. And the mock interview board again, the mock interviews that they attended, those boards. So we cannot actually say, I made them IAS. I will never ever say that. Some people are there, some people have reached out to me in Insta and etc. They are like, sir, thank you so much. It was your classes that helped me. I have it. I'm happy. Enough. They moved on with their life. Now what is the whole point? Come. Mere saath ek video, photo. I won't do that. I don't do that. I'm not telling that others who are doing it are wrong or something. I don't believe in it. I personally don't believe in it. I only showed them the direction. It is their sweat, their hard work, their blood, their tears, their parents' money. I will never ever take a claim in it. I firmly believe even if I wouldn't have taught them current affairs, they would have still figured it out. They would have still figured it out because they are very intelligent, very sorted individuals. So even if it is not me, they would have figured it out. I am pretty sure of it. Optional subject you should select based on, again, looking at the syllabus once, looking at the PYQs once, etc. If you don't have a clarity, I would just tell you, give it some time. Start with your foundation subjects, prelims based subjects, polity, history, geography, etc. And once you start going through current affairs, etc., slowly you will get a clarity. Maybe this subject I would like to take. That time you take it. वही सही है ना राम शुक्ला. What is the whole point of telling मैंने इतने बच्चों को मैंने IAS बना दिया है. अंडरस्टैंड, कोई भी किसी को कुछ बनाता नहीं है यहां पर. सोच लो ना, मैंने उससे बनाया है. क्या बनाया, कहां से बनाया? I can say I made my son. That I can say. That I can say. That I will take 100%. Okay, that also I cannot take 100%. 50% it is my wife's job. Or 60 to 70% it is my wife's job. Come on, let us be very honest here. No, that is what it is. So you cannot actually make that statement. मैंने उसकी जिंदगी. No, come on. Think about it ना. सोचोगे तो आपको लगेगा ये कोई ऑनेस्टी नहीं है, यही सच है. दिस इज द ट्रूथ. लव यू टू Akishore. I already answered that, Rishikesh. You can start it from right now. If you want to do it by self preparation, you can start it right now, July to November. See, that will happen. Sometimes academics as well as your college, as well as preparation may clash, especially during the second year. It will happen. So what do you do? For example, again, let me tell you, now when you are the SP of a district, when you are the SP of a district or you are the DC, district collector, okay, some major issue, law and order issue, or maybe a disaster, whatever it is there. At that exact same point, let us say your father-in-law got admitted in the hospital. Your father-in-law got very serious and your wife is calling like he is not responding. I'm rushing to the hospital. Where are you? You are busy dealing with your district and your wife is calling and telling father-in-law is being rushed to the hospital. Can you tell her at that time, no, I'm busy right now. Now I cannot focus on this. You deal with your father. That's it. Buy a drum and keep. Better buy a drum and keep. Or maybe probably she would have decided, okay, I'll take him to this hill station, push him from there. Correct? Maximum what you can do there. You have to handle this also, that also. You will immediately give a call to a hospital maybe. Maybe you will contact the district medical officer, chief medical officer, government hospital ka, and you will call him and say, my father-in-law is on the way. He's not responding. These are his condition. These are his medical history. You will respond. You will tell like that. Ensure that the hospital has the entire machinery ready to receive your father-in-law. That's it. Then you will focus here. Got the picture? So same thing. Academics will come from college side. Preparation also will be there. When academics is becoming very hectic, you will focus on that. But it is not that 24/7 it will be hectic. Saturday, Sunday will be off. That time you visit the recorded lectures and cover your backlogs. That's it. You have to learn to balance things, people. That is the point here. That is what you have to do. You have to balance it. It is not that one thing means only this, only this. That whole aspect of, what is it, Kiran, or that obsessive, what is it, boyfriend, obsessive compulsive disorder wala boyfriend, mujhe to sirf tumhe chahiye, UPSC hi chahiye. Don't do that. If you ask me really what is the common element between all those people who have cracked UPSC, one major common element I would say, most of them, they were very cool or chilled about it. They did not make UPSC, UPSC, UPSC. They did not do that. They aram se woke up in the morning. Okay, I have to study. I studied it, then revised it. They kept on doing it every day. That's the point here. There won't be a home to arrive to. Aki Shore. There won't be any home at all. Don't worry. वो पुराना जमाना नहीं है where the girl will be like हाँ जी, ओ जी, ए जी, सुनो जी. That zamana is gone. That zamana is definitely gone. If you say something like that and you come back home, ensure that you are doing the cooking for the next 2-3 weeks. Don't take anything cooked by your wife directly. That is what I would suggest you. No, 11 students, those who are still in school, 10th, 11th, 12th, etc., please focus on your school days. That is what I would suggest you. Focus on your school days. If necessary, my current affair classes will be there every Saturday. As of now, it is Saturday. So every Saturday it will be there at 7 p.m. mostly, but today it is at 8:30 p.m. Visit the current affair class. That is what I would tell you in the same channel. See, Tane, those things I cannot do anything about it. You will have to take a call about why you took up engineering and why you want to do it. It is not in my hands. See, it is okay if your parents are selling that. I mean, again, can't help it because Indian parents, they have their own logic, etc. They may feel that their son is working. It is maybe for them, it is some other issue. We don't know. If they're telling you to sit and study, you do it. Or after one more year of attempt, if it still things doesn't work out, then definitely tell them, no, it is enough. I want to work. Okay. There is no best age and all. Best age or best thing to do is I would always suggest to anybody is after getting a job, then start UPSC. That is what I would always suggest. I cannot comment on that. YouTube is enough for UPSC. YouTube, it is just like every video, random video out there. Too many random videos are there. You will not have any proper structure if you're preparing from YouTube. It is not 12th completed students. It is basically students who have completed 12th and entered college. You need to have a degree in your hand if you need to prepare for UPSC. Better it will be Akash because see, I always believe get the tough things sorted out in the initial year itself. So now itself, take your optional, finish it off so that 2027 you have lesser things to worry about. 0.1% is the pass percentage. 0.1% is the pass percentage, true. And that is the reality. That is the reality of all the exams in the country. Reality of life. .1% only will succeed in any field. Reality is that. Alak Pandey sir itself, if you take, do you think there are many Alak Pandeys in this country? Only one Alak Pandey is there. Many people became YouTubers, correct? During Corona, there were many YouTubers. But only Alak Pandey sir ended up setting up PW. Even I had made a few videos that time for UPSC in my channel. But only Alak Pandey sir set up this thing. It became a unicorn. Now it has gone public and all that. There is only one Virat Kohli, right? And that young kid, I don't know what is, I keep forgetting his name. That young kid was just got into the Indian cricket team. With that, what is it, chubby face, cute face. That guy, that is again 0.1%. How many people are there? How many 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds are there still, toiling it out in the local cricket associations or state cricket association or playing gully cricket? Life, real successful people, if you see, they are in the 0.1% only. In any field you take. That is the reality. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, correct? Yes, first year college you can start. Kavin, see, these things nobody can predict. Let me tell you. I'll tell you one of my personal experience again. So in Kerala Civil Service Academy, again, one girl was there. So she has these long lips. I've said this story earlier also. She has long lips. So even if she closes her mouth, it'll look as if she's having a smile on her face. Pleasant face, what we call. Like, कुछ लोग होते हैं ना, देखते ही लगेगा अरे यार good morning. अच्छा दिन है. Like that type of face she has. A grace, we call it. Grace on her face itself. So the mock interview board, which was there in Kerala Civil Service Academy, one lady, I think she's also an IAS officer only, she literally scolded this woman, this girl. Why are you laughing always? Why are you laughing always in that accent? Why are you laughing always? Is a joke going on here? Shouted at her royally, thinking that she's smiling, but she's not smiling. Her lips are long. Face is this, it's spread. Scolded her royally and even said, this will not work out, this won't work out, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Many advice, this, that. Top of her voice, she was given scolding. Okay. She got into IPS. Now she is in West Bengal. This is the reality of UPSC. I have seen it many a times. So-called IAS officers, IPS officers will come and they will point at a student and say, you have bright potential. Another student say, you should improve a lot. The one whom they said bright potential will not clear. The one whom they said you should improve a lot will get into IAS. There is no way of finding these things out. Because what they wrote in the exam, that day, that time, what they thought and what they wrote matters. What they said in their interview, that day, that time matters. We can only guide you, but that moment what you thought, like they say, to have the right thought at the right time. That is what you should really pray for. Prelims also the same thing. At that time, you should pick the right option. Not that after you came out of the hall and you're like, array, it was not B, it was C. This is the answer. No. Inside the hall, you should find it. So that it's not in our hands. It's call it planetary position, call it luck, call it your parents' prayers, call it your teachers' ashirvad, whatever you want you call it. But that thing should click that time. And that nobody can predict. I definitely don't do that. Many a times this crap happens even in offline centers. They will basically give me a list and they will say, you tell me in this who are the potential students. I'll give them the list back and they will say, everybody is a potential student. Because human brain is that. If they decide, okay, this is the day, I will take a change and I will do it, they will do it. That's what it is. So like I said earlier, if I had to do something different, maybe 10-15 years ago, compared to what I did that time, I would have simply took up Pinnacle or Praram batch. That is what I would have done and moved on with my life with Select 360 Pro. So that I have a backup plan also and I prepare for it and I crack it and I move on. While I'm still working, I keep revising my UPSC notes. That's what I would have done. All right, people. So let's call it a day. See you all in another half an hour, 8:30 p.m. for my current affair class. Clear? Let's call it a day. Take care. God bless you all.